workshop, and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. In your face. One-on-one on a Tuesday. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Hammond text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit us up, and you want to be a part of this one. Trust me, you do. Get your typing fingers, your texting fingers ready, because we got questions, and maybe we will get to some answers, hopefully, over the course of the next hour. We will do that, and then I will tell you, stay planted firmly in your seat, because we are loaded today. Loaded. After one-on-one, starting at 4 o'clock. 2 national champions, not one, 2 national champions in the building. Riz Love and Antro Teller will join us for Takedown Tuesdays. And then behind that, 2 more champions. Timo Adams, Ashton Honor will come in for Teammates and let you know if your heart is right or not. If you're following, you can jump on the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, and if you fancy Amazon Prime, you can jump on Allo channel 961. You want to be a part of what we're doing? I am joined first to my right, this Tabakovan.
That's right.
What's up, baby?
Not too much. Having beer with you.
What's up, baby? To my left, the captain.
Still in the building, baby.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir. Let him know. Sir.
Yes, sir.
So
I've got decks of cards here.
right. Well, here's the thing. And Bach, have you seen these? Have you seen
I
these
have
cards?
not seen those.
Okay,
They
so
look cool, though.
I'm gonna share it with you. But here's the thing. So I was just in DC, and I'm able to Huskerize most things, right? Most sports conversations, most life conversations. So what we're going to do in this first segment, what they did is they have it's called the original hero decks. And if somebody tries to patent my idea and try to steal it, which, hey, Nebraska, by the way, I'm on to y'all. Like, y'all try to steal my stuff all the time. Copycat. Here's the thing. Listen, you can try to beat me, but you can't beat me. So y'all need to chill out. All these new folks trying to create podcasts, radio. You ain't, no, sir. No, sir.
They said when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Hey, sir.
If you can't beat them, join them.
You can't beat them. So you better come on down 11th and O Street. Let them know. What they did in this card deck is pretty exciting. So the Washington football franchise, whether it be Redskins, the old Boston Redskins, the old Washington Redskins, now Washington Commanders. What they did was a wonderful idea and a great concept, and its execution was pretty interesting. But it created a playing card deck. 54 cards, 2 jokers, right? Get it in. And in it was 2 jokers, and then they just went through history. So to tell you at the top of this playing deck, joker number 1 is the legendary, maybe the GOAT, in the GOAT conversation, Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs, right? Another joker, they wanted to give credit to it. They went George Allen, legendary George Allen, turned losing franchise into a winning playoff franchise, right? 4 aces. So let me give you who the aces are, right? And these are all Super Bowl MVPs. Mark Rippon, right? Super Bowl MVP. Pretty good stuff. Hey, another Super Bowl champion, number 7, Joe Theismann. Theismann for Heisman, if you're a Notre Dame fan. Another ace, maybe the greatest pro football player to ever live. Hear me on this. See, we talk about Travis Hunter. We talk about Dion. We talk about them two-way people. Hey, but who's the only quarterback to lead the league in passing and to lead the league as a safety in interceptions? Oh, and led the league in punting that year.
Dang. Doug was like that?
No, this is slinging Sammy Ball.
Oh,
Sammy
1937
Ball.
and
Yes,
1952.
Sammy Ball led the NFL in passing and in interceptions as a safety.
Jeez.
And in punting. So when y'all having your GOAT conversations, if you don't say number 33 from the Washington Redskins, you faking the funk. You faking the funk.
Got the most touching pass.
Hey, man, listen to me.
History
and then,
of
then another
Redskins.
ace. 17. Super Bowl MVP, Doug Williams.
Doug Williams.
Doug Williams.
The GOAT.
Right. So it led me to ask this thing, and here's what I'm going to do. Based on this conversation and your text today, right? Here's what I want. We're going to come up with our list of our Husker playing cards.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's fair that we know who the 2 jokers are.
Sure.
Right? Like Devaney, we can all agree in text line. If you disagree with anything we're saying, text in. Feel free. But I need you to play along with us and create the deck playing cards. Because here's the thing. I'm going to create this deck of cards. Fight me.
It's getting done.
Fight me, and we're gonna have them on sale at Christmas time.
Yep.
Gonna be gifts in every stocking across the state. Yeah, fight me. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. I'll fight
Not
you.
wrong. That'd be a
I'll
hot
fight
seller, I
you.
think.
I'll fight you.
That'd be good. Some really good sellers.
I'll fight you. Now, if Devaney and the GOAT Osborne are your two jokers, who are the four aces? And I think and Rashawn, I'll ask you both.
You're doing history.
I'll ask you both, right? That if you're gonna do this, the ace of hearts, red, ace of heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should it be a Heisman Trophy winner?
Got 3 of them.
Right?
Yeah.
That covers that simplifies a lot of
I think you throw Tommy in that category.
Okay, so if you
that's
said,
the 4 aces.
So the 4 aces
Set.
okay, based straight from the mouth. And Bach, do you agree? Rashawn, say the 4 aces.
Johnny Rogers.
Okay.
Eric Crouch.
Yep.
Mike Rozier.
Yep.
Tommy Frazier.
Okay. Right? Some might say, because what I've learned since I've been in Nebraska is apparently if you don't put Ndamukong Suh at the top of every Mount Rushmore Husker, and it made me think, because I was like, well, I'm not sure he gets, like, if they were just going to do ace of, like, all the diamonds were defensive linemen, I'm not sure that he gets the ace.
No, you'd make him like the king of spades.
Well, I mean, right? Like, I think that, right, but spades, is it black shirt or is it brothers? Conversation.
I think the spades.
I had to throw that out there, right?
I think all the spades have got to be.
Black
to me,
shirt.
I like I like defenders.
Okay, so black shirts.
Black shirts.
So the spades are black shirts.
Yeah, spades and black shirts.
Clubs are the hitters. Bangers, or not.
Yeah,
So-
I like.
okay.
I
Now,
like the clubs being the guys that are clubby.
right now, the Kings have to be quarterbacks. Or no, you know what? Wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Because trophy winners have to be.
Yeah,
Kings.
there you go.
Trophy winners. So if you won the Outland, you won, right?
So now you go Sue.
Right?
You go. Rich Glover.
Talk to me.
You go.
Right? Right? Right?
You go Grant Winstrol.
Yes.
All right.
Winstrol.
You have to battle your way through that, right?
Wait, I gotta find one more king.
Right.
And I ain't giving it to Trev. So
Right.
you can forget it. All right.
Well, I mean, you can go back in time, and there's some dudes who
Remington.
Right. Because the trophy's still named after him.
Yes.
Right? Still named after him.
Remington.
Now, the Queens have to be quarterbacks because of the Q.
You think?
Q. No, it's Q. Q. Oh,
Okay.
Q. Simple.
Yeah, but then we giving 4 Qs to 4 more quarterbacks. We
Well,
got
well,
enough.
well, yeah.
We're sitting on what? No, we're only sitting on 2.
Not my fault.
Frazier
We're
and
sitting on
Crouch.
2.
Not my fault.
Okay.
Not my fault.
You talking about going? Okay, so we got to go get 4 more quarterbacks.
Yeah, well,
I'm going Brooke Behringer
you
for
try.
sure.
You try.
You want
Yeah.
Brooke. You
Brooke.
want Brooke in the conversation.
Brooke, Turner Gill,
Turner Gill definitely in the conversation.
Steve Taylor. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe Steve Taylor.
Who else, Bach?
I mean,
No, we got it. You didn't even say the
Taggy.
No, yeah,
Taggy.
So you got Taggy, and then you got Turner Gill. It's
Okay.
over with.
Okay. Right?
Coach,
Okay.
sorry, Stevie. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look.
You coming though? We got you.
No,
we
no,
got you coming.
no, he could be the deuces. He's the deuces, mate. Because you never know what you're going to get with the deuce to
The
his
deuce
mate.
will turn now. Sometimes the deuce will turn.
Right.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's right up there with the aces. Sometimes
Okay.
it's down there with the
Well, that's
What-
the question. Was how about guys from the Redskins that maybe
Right.
didn't part in the best ways? Are they still included? I'm trying to think of that.
well, who would those be? Who you have?
I
in
don't
mind?
know.
Oh,
Did
I had
Haynesworth
found
look
a
well?
couple.
I don't know.
So the deuces in the Redskin card deck. The biggest slight in not being
Charles Manley.
in the Hall of Fame. The biggest slight. There's one answer because there's nobody who's not in the Hall of Fame who's produced the amount of yards in the NFL as this player. Brian Mitchell.
Mm.
Brian Mitchell is
This is
number
Deuce
two.
Spade.
Number two.
He's
Yeah.
a Spade though.
Yeah.
He's Spade though.
Yeah. Right?
Spade though.
Well, because he played quarterback too.
But the Spade trumps really ace king of anything else.
Well,
technically.
when they needed a quarterback, Brian Mitchell winning the game in the playoff game and against the Eagles against Reggie and them. And let me tell you, it wasn't fun. It was so bad they called it the body bag game. The body bag game. There other dudes. Oh, this makes so much sense. All the deuces are special teams.
Oh, okay.
So they had
the three deuces.
The second best punter in Redskin history, which is Mike Bragg from the Super Bowl teams.
All the kickers.
Third deuce, the greatest special teams player in Washington Redskin history,
wow.
Rusty Tillman, who went on to become head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, etc. And then the only specialist in NFL history to win the league MVP. The only specialist in NFL history to win the league's most valuable player award. Rashawn, know who that is?
Rusty the King. No.
Mark
Mosley.
Mark Mosley. Mark Mosley.
Holds Redskin record
Right.
for most career points.
Right. Mark Mosley, the only kicker to ever win.
Wow.
Matter of fact, only kicker.
I didn't know that.
Right. Only specialist. So
we can do 4 specialists.
right?
Yeah.
Can you? So who would like the
But
more
Johnny Rodgers is gone.
Johnny Rodgers is already on
He's
the
off
list,
the board.
right? He's off the board. Is there somebody who played another position as a starter but was so good at receiver? I mean, at returns that you have to get. And you could talk about. I mean, as Tom Stevens used to say, Nebraska's kicker.
Yeah.
So
if
you
you're
have
talking
some-
about
you have some
returner.
kickers.
You talking about
No,
returner?
it could be a kicker or punter.
Oh well, kicker. You got to put Chris Brown in the conversation,
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Alex Henry would be there.
Alex Henry would definitely be in the
All-time
conversation.
leader.
That's two.
I
Yeah.
think you'd almost, for whatever reason, I got to put this guy here.
Gomes.
No, I'm sticking with the punter deal.
Okay.
because he's also a baseball guy.
Erstad. Yeah,
Yes.
Darren Erstad. Yeah.
I'm going to
Be a
Erstad.
popular pick. Appropriate card.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So we're back up to Jax.
Yeah.
Jax. Now, Jax, I would think Jax could be, are there any both sides of the ball players in Nebraska history who were unique and good?
Tyrone Hughes.
Right? Who played both sides of the ball.
Tyrone Hughes is the only one I know.
Right? Yeah. Jax could be also, right? That Behringer is kind of where I thought the Jax would fall in. I thought Behringer would be in that because these are guys that kind of there's a story beyond the story, right? Jack
Hoffman.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Sam Foltz.
Yeah.
Those type of names. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I was
Jack,
thinking.
it's
I was thinking
Jack.
the Jack more of a
because
I
thought Jack Hoffman.
the Jack has most of the times when you see those Jacks, they have those little pitchforks and they're dudes that's running by the Kings.
I thought
and
Jack
a defender when I'm thinking Jack.
In Nebraska football legacy, there's one Jack. Like there's the first Jack. He's the Jack, right?
Team Jack. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So in that, Foltz.
Yeah.
Who else?
Are you talking about people who checked out?
Well, no, just it could be that people who
Jack, Sam,
who
Foltz.
Stories beyond football.
who
basically.
have story beyond the game of football. Right? But hold those two spots. Because we'll come back to them. Right?
I got one.
We'll
Go ahead.
We'll come back to them.
All right.
10s. Perfect at their position. Absolutely the best in Nebraska history at their position. And I think this may be where you put Glover if you haven't used him.
He's gone.
I think the greatest receiver in Nebraska history is
Irving Fryer.
right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. Irv.
Can we argue that or no?
Yeah, I'll give you Irv.
Right. Best running back. That to me is Amon Green.
In the history of Nebraska football?
Well, you got your Heisman Trophy. Your Heisman dude's already up there.
Yeah, but as much as I love AG,
you know who another Jack is?
I'd have to
LP.
Yeah, LP.
LP's another Jack.
LP's another Jack.
Right?
Absolutely.
So
now if you want to go 10 AG,
right,
we can do that.
Right? Yeah. Right? Is there another running back block? Are we missing?
Amir.
Amir?
Yeah.
Well, I think we may find Amir later on.
Yeah, okay.
Right? We may find Amir later on.
Fullback. We need somewhere for fullbacks, I'm assuming.
Well, we need a fullback.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, you're gonna have to have at least 3 or 4 of those guys.
Well, but those are your 4s.
There you go.
In the Husker running game.
There's the 4s.
In the Husker running game, 42 dive.
Yeah.
Like
they were the 3s at the Huskers.
Were they 3s at Huskers?
They were 3s.
So those would be the 3s.
Okay, those
right?
be 3s.
Perfect.
The running backs were the 4s.
Well, the 4s.
Wingbacks were the 2s.
The 4s are going to be the weird ones because the 4, if you're trying to get a whole bunch of people packed into the 4s, right? 9s. Defensive backs.
Oh, you got to go. I hate you got to go Brown.
Or actually, you know what?
Are you going safeties or DBs?
The 9 should be defensive linemen who wore 9.
Wore 90 something? Or
Right?
just 90 in general?
Right?
90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worcester wore 90.
He's already off. He's off.
Glover's gone.
Gone. Well, you got
either the Peter boys.
Christian and Jason Peters.
Would you take them both?
I would take them both.
Right?
I would.
Okay. Bach?
Pat Carricker or number 90?
Fair.
There's
There you go.
First round
Character
pick,
in the
yeah.
door. Right? Junior Miller.
I think
Yeah, tight ends.
Well, tight ends we'll get to because the tight ends should be the 8s. Tight ends should be the 8s. But we're missing one. Culligan J. Scott Frost.
That's right. We got to fit Scott Frost and Tom and Trev Albertson here somewhere, but
no, we don't. Just leave them out today. I didn't stick around. I didn't stick it. No, you can't put Scott Frost in this deck as two of the greatest because Scott Frost had a football team around him.
Not one of the greatest quarterbacks, just a great.
That's the other dude.
He's a great facilitator.
That's the other two.
Now, Trev, you can almost holler Trev. You can argue Trev. You can't argue Scott.
Okay.
You can argue Trev because he won the Buckets.
Right.
So you can argue it.
He's got the sack record. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can argue Trev. You can't argue Scott.
I just think it's fantastic, right?
Yeah, I love this. I think we could also put a 97 deck together.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you only got like 56 guys. So
well, you could do all 5 championship teams.
Yeah, you can.
And pick 50 players.
Yeah. I wonder.
Right, because you're going to put the coach and the best player of those individual teams. Now, that's a conversation to have.
That's a good one.
That's a conversation to have.
Yeah.
Right? So, Bach, mark that down, that at some point today, we need to figure out who were the best players on those teams, on each championship team.
Yeah.
But that's okay. 7th.
97 deck.
7th. Did we do 8? Did we do 8? 8.
No, we didn't do 8s.
8s.
You said 8s was tight ends.
8s. Yeah. 8s. Tight end.
Junior Miller. Johnny Mitchell.
Yeah.
Johnny Mitchell. Jamie Williams.
Yeah.
Jamie Williams. Spider-Man. Yeah, you got to count in Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, but you got to get one more.
Well, can you have a guy who
Sheldon Jackson?
I would love Sheldon.
He went fifth. He went 5th round. He's a 3-time national champ.
All-American.
And he's a team captain.
Austin Allen, Big Ten tight end of the year.
No, you can't put him over Sheldon Jackson.
No.
And Sheldon's in the Hall of Fame as well.
There's still some stink on that.
You can't do that.
Like I don't think any player.
Nobody spits a mirror.
I don't think any player in the last 7 years. You didn't contribute enough. Like we did. Remember, like Adrian Martinez. No.
Yeah, no.
Can't put him in. It's not even a thing.
Yeah, well, if you had a deck that was the best of the rest. The best of the rest,
the best of the rest.
Hear me out now. Because you only can go so far when you go to champions 71, 72, 70, 71, 94, 95, 97. But the best of the rest, that's when you get your Trey Palmers. Sue's already in.
Well, I'm saying, but that's where the rest of it is that Ferragamo sits in the rest of it. Pat Fisher sits in the rest of it. Ron McDowell since the guys who went pro and balled out, Mick Tingelhoff should be
best of the rest.
in the 50s. I think as we get to the 5s, I think Tingelhoff certainly falls in there. So we'll throw it to break. We'll 8s, so 3s through 8s, and we don't have that many players. There's not that many players to fit into the rest of this thing. So we got to get the linemen in.
Yeah.
On either side of the ball. That I would imagine that's 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Sean Taylor's a 5 of spades.
Bruh, ball.
Dang.
Ball.
I don't know. I think they slighting him a little
Ball.
bit. I would have
Hey,
thought
man.
he would have been like a 10 of spades.
Nah, man.
He didn't play long
Sean-
enough.
Yeah, that part.
He didn't play long.
That part.
All right.
DP for Sean Jackson Bach. Here, one-on-one on the ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We have a cloudy and windy day on tap for your Tuesday. A wind advisory will be in effect this afternoon. Wind gusts up around 40 miles an hour will be possible. We'll get up to 63 for a high temperature before some thunderstorms roll in, some of which could be strong to severe. Main threats would be for some large hail and some strong wind gusts. 64 for a high tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Aaron Dowden for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Back to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. DP, Bach, the captain. We're going through this imaginary buyer. Bach, that is the name of the song.
I got the good song, boy. What's going on?
The band is the impetus and motivation for Ohio State Buckeyes using the. Because before the Buckeyes did, this band, the Ohio Players. See, let me take you on back.
Ohio
Let
Players.
me drop that knowledge for you. So that's what it is. We're talking about a Nebraska football playing card deck, 2 through Jokers, and we're at the sevens. We're at the sevens, and I think, for the sake of this conversation, that the sevens probably should be offensive linemen, and you only get 4, so.
That's tough.
Rashawn? Listen. Steinkuhler went early. Right? He wouldn't. Remington went early.
Steinkuhler's still on the deck, so Steinkuhler. That was easy. Novak.
Bob Brown.
Yeah.
Novak might have been that two-way player that we were talking about.
There you go.
Where we was looking for.
We needed one, so we just got one.
Well, and Glover, too, for that matter.
Right? So you needed both of those. So that we had 2 spots that we were holding and for Jacks, right? Wasn't that what it was? Yeah. So Brown, Steinkuhler, Shields.
You gotta go Will Shields.
You
gotta go Will Shields.
And then
Johnny Cortland says, "Sir, you're gonna need at least 3 more decks."
Well, but that's the beauty of it, right? That's why we want to. That's why the first one has to be done.
Yeah.
Because the first one will drive the next one. Because when you have that all pipeline,
right? Yeah, it's just too many. You can
right,
go with.
right, or the all.
You can go all linemen.
The all. You can go all Nebraska. Like by that I mean
state
all
from
Nebraska,
here.
all natural born Huskers.
Ooh.
All the best of the natural born Huskers. There's its own deck of cards. You're welcome. I'm giving out $1 million ideas. Y'all better not steal none of my fights.
It's already
I
stolen.
will fight you.
I'm already calling my lawyer when we get off the phone.
You already called the designer.
I talked to Riley and everything. We got a great idea, bro.
He drawing up caricatures as we speak.
100%.
Well, you can do a red background with with their jersey number as long as you don't draw the jersey.
Why?
Or you can
Why
draw
we can't
the
draw
number.
the jersey?
Well, because the folks up the street would probably.
Yeah, but they
come
said
visit.
as long as they didn't put the end.
Well, but, I mean that's what I said. You can do like the helmet we have here. It's red with a 57 on the side.
Sure.
Of it. It is implied that it is Nebraska football, but it is not necessarily beholden to being Nebraska football.
So this
we could just say that was Alabama, and they just they have to
So
fight
what's the caveat then? How does a guy like, I'm just asking this question, not that I want to use any of my juice, but how's a guy like me, if I wanted to use my name, image, and likeness, how would I use that in the grand scheme of things now?
create the all decades playing card, the all captain, all Husker
all
captains
playing
every
cards.
captain from
That would be sweet.
all the way back.
That'd be sweet.
The all captain card.
That
card
would
game.
be sweet.
Right?
Just sign me up for
again.
a
Fight me
subscription
for
of
it.
cards.
Fight me for it. Like hey,
I like that.
right. So
Somebody,
we
somebody.
need one more. We need one more offensive lineman. Right. We need one more offensive lineman.
You got to go Zadisker.
I mean, this is you
gotta go
The
Zadisker.
pipeline is a group of.
I almost think
Brendan Stye. Like you have to.
you almost got to give them their own set plus one.
Well, but you could go 6s and 7s for the offensive
you
lineman.
might have to go 6,
right?
7.
But then that means that the 5s have to be defensive linemen. The ones that haven't made it so far.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the 4s because linebackers and stand-ups.
Well, we didn't even hit linebackers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to.
We didn't
ahead.
hit. We barely hit running backs. We didn't hit fullbacks.
Right. So let's put the fullbacks at 3. Who are the 4 fullbacks?
You got to go Rathman,
Okay, Rathman.
Schlesinger.
Where does Roger Craig go? Fullback? Because he played it.
Yeah, he could.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Rathman.
He's somewhere in.
But I'm gonna say Craig. Idley.
You got to put Roger Craig in there.
Right?
No question.
That Craig, Rathman, Zadiker, one more.
Schlesinger.
Andre
Schlesinger.
Franklin, who went to the league. There's a bunch of bangers at 4.
I don't know. You almost
Text
have
line.
to go-
Who's the 4th?
You might have to go Andy.
I'm
Janovich.
Yep. I'm. There it is. Okay.
I'm still thinking Joel McAvick.
Lance Lewis. I like Joel McAvick. I can't knock Joel.
Okay.
So you had Rathman. You had who was before Schlesinger though?
Yeah,
There was a
has,
head knocker
Schlesinger has
before
to be
Schlesinger.
1 though, right?
Yeah, there was a head knocker before Schlesinger. And I cannot remember if it was Lance Lewis.
Text line.
Yeah. Help the old captain out. We need your help.
Right.
Who was the fullback that was the fullback before Schlesinger? Not
Andre
Carpenter.
Franklin.
It was after Carpenter, but before Schlesinger.
That's why Bach is here.
Lance Lewis?
We need Bach to do this. We didn't mention Chris Dishman. Wow.
Oh, you got to go Dish.
Right.
You got to think Dish. You got to
wow.
Eric Anderson, Aaron Taylor,
Zach Wiegert.
Wiegert. Yeah, Wiegert's got to be
both Wiegerts for that matter.
Well, but that's why I said
Lumpy.
if they're the 6s and 7s, right? 6s and 7s. The 5s have to be defensive linemen, not named Sue or Peter or Worcester or Carricker. And you can use linebackers. You can use linebackers.
You can't go linebackers because you got Randy Gregory, you got Jared Talmadge, you got what's my man that went to Carolina Panthers, my boy.
Oh, Rucker.
Mike Rucker. The list goes on and
Well,
on.
DBs, we didn't get to Mike Benner and the DBs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike Brown's out there.
Right. So you understand how difficult this deck is going to be, especially
man.
deck 1.
That'd be tough.
Right?
That's gonna be tough.
Instead, Jeff McAvick was the fullback before.
Yeah, Jeff. No, he wasn't. No, he was
That's what
not.
the text
No,
said.
he was not.
I'm
there.
correcting.
No.
But that's what
I see it, but I was there.
Yeah.
Jeff McAvick he was a running back at first,
Okay.
and then when I got there, Jeff in 1993 moved to fullback.
Yeah.
And he was the backup to Schlesinger.
Hey,
he was really good though.
Hey, so we have 6 minutes to figure out, right? Because the Neil Smiths have to be a part of it. The Terrell Farleys have to be a part of it. Right?
Devontae
The Jay
Davis.
Foremans have to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you go with this one. But
Well, but that's why we're having the guy.
you gotta have like 10,
we
you
did
gotta have
not
10
say
decks.
Welniak. Okay. Welniak. Levante David.
Yeah,
Right? So
you can't.
if you
I mean, you almost got to take your hat off to Will Compton. I mean, he wasn't the best. Okay, I was stretching. I tried it. Go!
If you got you could have like a deck of players impact outside of us. What about like Monty Kiffin, Barry Alvarez, guys that were incredible
Monty
outside
Kiffin.
of Nebraska?
Well, but in the deck of cards, one for players. I mean, you have the jokers, right? And you could say you're going to have, because listen, a whole nother deck of cards is Husker coaches. Like all programs.
That'd be tough too.
Right? Because
you're going back to Monty Kiffin.
well, but I mean, listen, you've got baseball coaches that you got to figure out. You got Cook, you got 2 volleyball coaches.
That's true.
Gymnastics
So
coaches.
we're talking Coach Rushmore.
Right, but you get 50, you get 52, 54, right? And to try to do that. So another show next week, we'll figure out the 54 greatest coaches in Nebraska athletics history.
You think you can get the 54?
That would be a pretty cool deck of cards.
You think you can get the 54?
I don't know.
I don't think you can get to 20.
I don't know.
I don't think you get to 20.
Include assistant coaches.
I don't care if you include them all or not.
if
You don't get to 20 great coaches at Nebraska, do you?
Oh yeah.
No.
Klempa is
There's about 4 track coaches. I get that part.
Right.
There's 3 baseball coaches.
Right.
Okay. You got maybe 5 head coaches of football.
Right. Okay.
That's we ain't even hit 15 yet.
Danny Nee's in women's program.
You gotta go Danny Nee.
Softball has 2.
Was it Connie Yori?
Yeah, like
Gotta go Connie Yori.
You've
She's
got to
great.
get in deep. Swimming and diving has 2 that are already in the Husker Athletic Hall of Fame. We could go back, pull up the list, the Husker Hall of Fame, Athletic Hall of Fame.
You could
And
almost go to bowling, coach.
It would tell you all of the coaches who are currently in the Hall of Fame. And that doesn't even include the people who are still active. I mean, Mark Manning.
Yeah, but 54 might be too much of a reach.
Well, you have 22 programs.
I don't care.
You have 22 programs, and I would imagine that if you 2 volleyball coaches,
Can
maybe
you
3,
name 10?
maybe 3.
Can you name 10 football coaches that belong there?
Well, you got
to remember, you only got
40,
50 something spots. So
but you got to go back in time because you got to remember there's some coaches who coached back in the early 90s who had 9-1, 10-1 teams. They just didn't win national titles.
Well, there are 37 coaches in the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame coaches.
Right. So that's 37.
Don't forget Fielding Yost. He stopped by for you.
I love the GOAT conversations all the way back because there's some dudes, right? There's some dudes.
One of that line too. Sam Francis needs to be in this deck. He was second for Heisman, first NFL draft pick overall in 1937.
Wow. See that part. And remember, we still didn't. I mean, we haven't put Ron McDowell in, who had the full run. We didn't put in Pat Fisher, who also, you talk about two-way guys. Pat Fisher led his team in receiving,
yeah,
and interceptions in that year. So you have to consider. I would imagine that Solich gets in. People would fight you for Pelini.
Oh yeah,
you got to.
Right?
Is that a Hall
Especially
of Fame?
now.
A deck of cards, guys.
Right. Well, there's that. Yeah. So if you go through, and remember that there were champions before the NCAA. So you go all the way back to the 1800s, and they won 3 football association championships before there was like the NCAA. And then our buddy Ewald Stein. 1915 national champion Huskers, or they were not Huskers though. They were not Huskers in 1915, I don't think. But he won 3 consecutive national titles. Then E.J. Stewart.
What are the Bug Eaters?
Bug Eaters. E.J. Stewart. They won the conference championships. Then you've got, let's see here. There's a couple of runs, and then you get to the big boy. How come we don't talk about Bill Jennings?
Should Bill Jennings is one of the better coaches.
Well, he wasn't. He was a coach. Bill Jennings was 15 and 34.
Yeah, he was right before Devaney took over.
Terrible.
But that was my point. He was right before Devaney. Like Devaney came to this joint. They look.
Hit me with a banana in his pill pipe with Bill Jennings.
They threw flowers. They threw rose petals at Bob Devaney after Bill Jennings.
Well, he was the seventh coach in a row that they hired that didn't end with a winning record.
Right.
They didn't have a coach with a winning record since
Glenn
Jones.
Presnell in 42, 3-7. Adolf Lewandowski, 4-12. George Clark, 6-13. Bernie Masterson, 5-13. Bill Glassford, 31-35. Pete Elliott, 4-6. Bill Jennings, 15-34. And then strike up the band. Bob Devaney comes in and goes 101-20.
Wow.
So
What
listen,
was T.O. 255 and what?
255 and 49. That combined run, they're 356 and 69.
That is nuts.
That is bananas.
That's nuts.
That is a run of all run. And even if you included the Souls run, it's still a bananas run.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you add that to it,
He
still
was
goes nuts.
58-19.
Yeah, that's nuts. You're over 400 wins.
Like you are
And
over
less than
400 wins
100
and
losses.
less than 100 losses.
That's really good.
Yeah, Bill Callahan report to Husker Nation.
Steve Peterson reported to Husker Nation.
Because you got some splaining
Form
to
of
do.
we're gonna tear this
All right, man.
down.
Yeah, from the text side, give Bo his flowers. Absolutely. Jake Geyer from gymnastics is in the Hall of Fame. The Jokers, not the bad Jokers. Some of the AD. Can we do?
Can't put an AD.
Can
as
you
a
do
joker.
Can you do a Huskers donkey card deck?
No.
People would
The
buy
villains?
They wouldn't buy
Husker
it.
villains.
It might not sell, but you can do it.
Husker villains.
I like Husker villains.
Husker villains.
Yeah, Trev Albers and Scott Frost, top two.
Boy, they really did earn it. Well,
Top two.
You just mentioned two ADs that are in the conversation.
Steve Peterson in there.
In the conversation.
What's the other dude's name that came in? They're from Miami.
Einhorst.
Einhorst in the conversation.
Einhorst in the conversation.
I hate to say it, even though I like him. Bill Moose in the conversation.
Yeah, boy. Listen, you are not wrong.
In the conversation.
You are not wrong about them being in the conversation. All right, we're going to throw it to break. One final second of one-on-one. I'm going to bring in. Let's bring in a natty.
Get a natty.
Get to bring a natty.
Natty.
We got a natty in the
We got a
building.
natty in the building.
We were going to name it Natalie.
Can you do a wrestling card? Yeah, that'd be-
Yes. Well, yeah.
I had a couple of buddies that was really
yes,
good.
you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, you can.
Especially now.
Oh man, let's give that to Mark Manning.
Yeah, you need that
Let's
one.
give that to Mark Manning. He can
Seriously.
use that as an NIL fundraiser.
That'd be
Again,
really
I'm
good.
giving away $1 million ideas here, people.
Free.
Free. TPVJ Bach, one-on-one.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Plus, Koppel has over $10,500 off list on other select new models. Our pre-owned truck lot is full of late model low gyms as well. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with roof credit, 0% is standalone.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through April 1st is $1 off all pasta, $2 off spaghetti sauce, and special discounts on hamburgers. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney and Lincoln, or also at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
I used to smoke. I thought of cigarettes as my best friend.
They were always there for me when I needed a break.
I also thought cigarettes were my best friend, and then they gave me peripheral artery disease.
I smoked and had a stroke. Actually, multiple strokes.
I smoked and have heart disease.
Here's my tip. If cigarettes are your friend, you need a better friend.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Go ahead and share the answer if you want. Come on, man. Belle Biv DeVoe on a Tuesday afternoon? Come on. Word to your mother. Word to the mother on 101. It gets special in here, and Tuesdays are always unique, but it's getting a little bit more special as we evolve in it. Takedown Tuesdays, 4 o'clock every Tuesday. And over the course of this wrestling season, you start to meet the young men who are carrying the Husker name out into the stratosphere at a whole new level. And you become proud of them in a way that you want them to have everything that they put into it. And to see how much they put into it makes you scream out loud to them. And it's a prideful thing. And I said, okay. So Mark Manning did his thing, got this ball rolling. We will continue Takedown Tuesdays with Coach Manning. But here's what we're going to do in the meanwhile. Season just ended, and these dudes got a little time on their hands. So I said, listen, Ridge Lovett, get that natty trophy and come on in here. Trell Taylor, come on in here and make these airwaves yours. Because I guarantee you this, as much as Husker Nation loved you in October, they love you more now than they did then because they know you more. Yeah. And what you did in Philly now needs to be shared with the rest of the country. It needs to be shared with the future Huskers. It needs to be shared with your family, your friends, your teammates, and let people know them too. And that's what we're doing. There are 2 national champions in the room. Ridge Lovett and Trell Taylor of Nebraska Wrestling. Gentlemen, what it do? What it do? No, this is spectacular. Like I said, this thing, I sent Ridge the note. I'm like, okay, I want you to host next week. You up for it? He's like, yep. Like it didn't take long at all. He shot it like an ankle, boy. He was all over it. Yeah. Then you go, oh, you just gonna leave that ankle there? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Let me snatch that up. And then he said, okay, it's got to be me and Trell. It's got to be me and Trell. And for you folks who are listening in the car, my apologies. But sitting on this table, on this desk here, not 1, but 2 national championship trophies. 1 back-to-back. My goodness gracious, Ridge, has it landed yet?
Yeah, my phone blew up. It was just in my pocket, just dying halfway through the day, texting all day long, lighting up. But yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks. I'm getting to come back to Lincoln. We're getting to run around town a little bit.
Yeah,
talk to all my friends, all my people. It's been good. It's
validation has got to mean the world, right? That Trell, this is home, bro. Yeah. Like
I've been having people come up to me from everywhere, just hey, it's an honor, man. You're putting on, like, and it's amazing to see, like, I'm an inspiration to all these people.
Think about that.
It's just crazy.
Think about that. Like what
people my age coming up to me, shaking my hand like I'm just like a legend. I'm like, man, I still see myself as a normal 21-year-old.
Hey, bro. No,
I can't.
No, you are not a normal 21-year-old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is a short list of 21-year-olds across this country who won an individual NCAA championship. It is different. So I'm going to get out of the way. Listen, Harrison Arns is here to man the boards. He's going to get us through. I'm going to sit here and just be a spectator and clap in. I'm going to chirp in when I need to. But the next hour, Takedown Tuesdays on the ticket, it is Ridge Lovett and Trell Taylor, national champions Husker Wrestling on the ticket. Coming up!